What up, viewers? What up? What up? Today is Saturday, September 21st, and that means it's time for a quick recap of the week in video game news. So, starting off this week is yesterday was the launch of Link's Awakening. Yep, the original Nintendo Game Boy game has now come to the Switch, and the game looks amazing. I'm I know a lot of people usually get down on I think people nag um, remakes, or I hear the argument all the time about like rather than making a remake, just make a new game. Um, and I don't think it's I don't think it's ever that simple. I also see on the other side of that argument is remakes give people access to games that they didn't originally have access to. I know it's usually remakes take less time, but this game looks like it was fully redone. It looks amazing. The new controls allow for a new user experience. I'm looking forward to playing it. I didn't have a lot of the portable Nintendo consoles as a kid, so I'm really excited to play this. I'm also super biased because I'm a huge Zelda fan, as you can tell. So yeah, I think this game is going to be great. It's got an 88 Metacritic, I'm really looking forward to playing this game. Um, so not down on it because it's a remake. I know that Nintendo repackages and resells people's childhoods to them all the time, but not my childhood because I didn't play this game. But I think that the that if they have long-lasting IPs, then they have the right to repackage and resell some older titles. It's a way to get by, and more than just get by because Nintendo does it all the time, and they're super successful at it. Um, I'm looking forward to playing it. Let me know your thoughts if you're running around Hyrule this weekend down in the comment section below. Moving right along, Call of Duty in the beta for Modern Warfare, people are noticing that you can cross save progress across Xbox Live, PSN, and Battle.net, which is an interesting feature that I'm surprised that it's framed in the report as like people are noticing. So I'm just curious as to um, why this wasn't like a public announcement or anything like that coming from Activision. Um, so yeah, if you could have cross save on Call of Duty, that's great. It's one step closer to cross platform, but I guess on Call of Duty you wouldn't want to play PC gamers versus console gamers because there's a slight advantage in the way of PC. So I don't know if that would allow for a good user experience, but um, cross saves means you can jump on and play with any of your friends on any of the different platforms, which is great. Um, Also happening this week, Rockstar, the company behind GTA and GTA. Um, oh, and they have Bully and more IP, Red Dead Redemption 2. Rockstar has their own game launcher now. It took them long enough, but I'm only kidding because like there are so many game launchers out there. I'm surprised that there's that a single publisher doing it or not even a publisher. They're a single developer doing it. But if any single developer was going to do it, Rockstar should do it because their freaking GTA 5 has sold a bajillion copies. So I'm surprised it took them this long to try and get in on that game. Um, but it is getting somewhat ridiculous the number of game launchers there are. Um, yeah, it's crazy. But at least the Rockstar one comes with a free game. They're giving away Grand Theft Auto San Andreas if you download their game launcher. So if you want to play San Andreas, go ahead and download their game launcher. Yeah, I think it's a move to get as many get as much user information as possible. Keep that in their own hands rather than I don't know a publisher's hands. Does 2K have I don't know if 2K has like their own game launcher, but maybe they will one day. Um, Speaking of sales and big companies, Sony PS4 has passed a big milestone in the United States, selling through 30 million units. Usually, I think of, at least as far as Sony and what I've, in the industry analysis that I've done, Sony and US usually are like equal. Not Sony, Japan and the US are usually equal. So that's probably means that there's about 30 million units sold in Japan. And then the tweet that I saw also had Germany at 9 million units. And a couple other European countries around that point, UK and France, I think. I don't remember what the total sell through is for PlayStation yet. I think they're at 100 million. I think they passed 100 million, but I'd have to double check on that again. But that's really cool. They're still selling through more and more units in the US, but I bet that's slowing down with all the rumors of PS5. We got 2 pieces of Borderlands news this week. The first pieces of information about their first live event. They're doing a Halloween event, which is great. Looks spooky. It's right in time for Halloween in 5 weeks or so. But October, I think you know, this isn't my original idea. I heard it from a friend, but I really like Spooktober, which is like September and October put together, because we need more time to play spooky games. I really like playing Man of Medan at the beginning of September. Just really gets the. I think September and October should be Spooktember, and you're allowed to celebrate creepy, spooky, scary games for 2 months. But that's besides the point. Borderlands 3 details on their first live event, which will be Halloween themed, which looks fun. Also in Borderlands, people have found a loot cave, quote unquote. Harkening back to the old Destiny game days, where you would just shoot. Everyone would just stand outside of a cave and shoot into it, and then they would get all sorts of tons of loot because of the respawn rate, I believe. The Borderlands 3 one requires a little bit of effort, but you can. I don't remember which planet it's on, but you can run for like a minute. You find a loot goblin esque creature. You kill it. It shoots out a whole bunch of gear, and then you have to leave and go back. You have to quit to the main menu and then load back in, and then do that all over again. And that loop allows you to get a lot of loot. So not quite a loot cave. This one requires a little bit more effort, but for now you can get a whole lot of loot. I'll have a link down in the description below where you can see how that works. E3 is finally changing things up, or at least there are rumors. A report came out this week that E3 is looking to have to go more of the way of Gamescom, where there are industry days, and then there are days for general admission. I think that's a great idea. The whole half day, I don't like the current format of half of the day is for industry stuff and then half of the day is for general admission. I'd rather there be a whole day for this and a whole day for that, rather than trying to split it up. But let me know what you think of E3 possibly changing to more of a general admission, let everybody in kind of event. I bet they make a lot of money on ticket sales. It takes a lot of effort, so getting more people involved in E3 is always a good thing. You can hear that their numbers are growing every year as they allow more and more people in, so that's great. Get more press onto the coverage for the Electronic Entertainment Expo. Apple Arcade launched this week. I saw an article talking about how there was way too many games coming out because a bunch of games are launching on Apple Arcade. This is supposed to be a premium mobile experience, so you're going to pay monthly for access to, I would say exclusive, because that's usually what people sell when they're doing premium content. But it sounds like most of the games coming to Apple Arcade are also going to be on Steam, so you can just buy them a la carte there. But this gives people access to premium content on their mobile phone. I forget what the price is. I think it's $5 a month. but it could be 10. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll look it up right after this. But yeah, Apple Arcade launched. The trailer looks pretty good. They rotate through a lot of the exclusive content, which looks great. One of the games looks very much like Journey. They have platformer games. A couple other games look fun, but I don't play mobile games that much. I think I've said that a couple times in the past. So not a big appeal to me, but if you play a lot of mobile games, this could be access to a lot of premium content on your mobile phone. Funnily enough, this week, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which launches in about 2 weeks, had its live action trailer. I love live action trailers. I think they're great. They had Lil Wayne playing in it. It was great. They had a bunch of people doing voiceovers to in-game live action characters, which was hilarious. Lil Wayne just kept, you watch it, but it's really funny. I love live action trailers. And this one was pretty good as far as live action trailer go. So tell me what you think down of that trailer down below. I thought it was hilarious. Moving right along, one of my favorite games this year, Remnant, is launching a new dungeon. So last week they had the ability to reroll certain worlds, and now that they've made a new dungeon, you might want to reroll Earth to see if you can get the new dungeon. They added a new armor set. They're adding in more puzzles, which I thought the game was a little light on like a lot of the puzzles. To the point where if you encountered a puzzle, you didn't know you were in a puzzle because you kind of experienced them so infrequently. But there's a trailer for the new dungeon that came to Remnant this week. Remnant from the Ashes this week. That game's great. I think it's one of the best multiplayer experiences of the year, if not longer. But the new dungeon trailer is here. That'll be in the description down below. Last but certainly not least, the Epic Games Store is giving away 6 Batman games. This is 3 of the Arkham Knight series, This is 3 of the Batman Arkham series, and all 3 Lego Batmans are being given away at the Epic Games Store. So for more details on how to get more Batman in your life, that will be down in the description below. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy this content. If you do, like, follow, and subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitch. Links down in the description below so you can see more great content like this. Thanks again. Hope you have a super day. Hope you have a super weekend. Hope you have a super day. Bye.